Hello everyone, as you can see we've got Mace Windu in front of us. I've got two Mace Windus actually. I've got the original Mace Windu, which was from the prequel series of movies, and then we've got the Mace Windu Clone Wars edition, which is basically off of the animated series. So I thought it would be good to have both of them. That way we could take a look at them, see what's different, see what's the same, that sort of thing. But this Mace Windu here, this was a Walmart exclusive. I was not able to get them on the initial pre-order, but after the launch I was able to pick them up, so I was happy about that. Yeah, I was able to get 2 of the 3 from the Clone Wars animated series, and I'll leave a link up here for one of those other videos. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and take a look at the box here. Then what we'll do is go ahead and unbox them, take a look at his articulation, take some pictures, compare him to the other Mace Windu here. And if you have any questions while we're going through this, make sure to ask down below. So, as you can see, we do have Mace Windu here, and it looks like he's got his purple lightsaber, and the hilt looks pretty good. We'll have to take a closer look at that when we get him out of the box here. And then on the back here, we've got the Clone Wars are brought to life in a unique animation style that captures the drama of this epic period. Jedi warriors lead clone troopers into battle against the evil separatist forces. Easy for me to say. All right, so what we're going to do now is go ahead and unbox them here. I'm really glad that they did this series. I think it's super cool. And like I said before, while we're going through this, if you have any questions, make sure to ask down below. I'm going to do my very best to get this out. I'm not going to try to keep the bubble wrap, or the bubble, so it's not as important to me. I probably should keep it, but oh well, I'm not. Almost out here. Found this is probably the best way for me to get out the packaging on these sorts. So we'll go ahead and take this out like that. Put him up like that. Hopefully we can get it to stand up on its own. Okay, looking pretty good. Saber's a little loose, but that's all right. I like that he's got his armor, and we can already see some differences outside the armor, but yeah. All right, so I'll be right back. I'll get everything cleaned up and we'll go from there. All right, so we got everything cleaned up here. Let's first go ahead and take a look at the saber. The hilt looks really good. So happy with that. It looks like what his hilt is supposed to look like. So let's go ahead and take a look at his face. I think the face is okay. I believe the Clone Wars, the prequel series is a better likeness. I think maybe they're trying to do a combination of trying to match the animated series versus the live action, but I don't know. I really don't. And then I don't like the way that his head is either, but as far as like, you can see the seam. I think they should have done a better job with that. As far as the head tilt, you do get the head tilts, which is awesome. Good movement on the head itself. It's just you just have the normal ball joint, it looks like. The armor is super soft. I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be a little bit harder. But you're able to get good movement because it is soft. Ooh, I like the detail there on the forearm. I think that I wasn't expecting that. And then as far as movement, it's going to be at the elbow. You do get, looks like about 90, maybe a little bit better, about 90. We'll call it 90. His hands, left, right on this one. It's definitely a little bit of leftover plastic. Just came off, so that's good. And then left, right on this one as well. Good movement at the torso. We do have the movement at the upper thigh, and it looks like we've got a double knee as well, if we can get it to go. There we go. Just with that hard plastic, it's a problem to be able to get that all the way extension. And then on the back here, you can see that the belt does go all the way through. So You know, it's not a bad figure. I like the mixture of soft goods and with hard goods, just like what they did with the other figure. I probably like the the armor better because you don't have like this bushy, I mean the extra plastic that comes out. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing actually, but we'll take a closer look at that in the pictures when I take those pictures there. Speaking of pictures, let's go ahead and take some pictures now. This is where we get a better look at the figure, kind of get a better understanding of what he can and cannot do. If you have any questions, make sure to ask down below. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, so that is the Clone Wars animated version of Mace Windu. I like him. I think he's going to be hard to get. It was a very limited run, I believe, because it was a Walmart exclusive. The likeness, like I said, I think is a little bit off from the live action. It's definitely off from the animated. I think they were trying to combine them. I mean, pet peeve number one is the fact that the lightsaber doesn't really have a place on the belt. That is something that I always look for. I think that's something that is needed with any Jedi that they do. But I do like the mixture of hard goods and soft goods. I think this is actually a prime example of how to do it and do it in a good way. You know, you definitely have some differences between the two outside of just the face sculpt and the armor. The boots are different as well. But overall, it's a very similar figure. I can't tell you which one I prefer over the other. I think I do like the original one actually, but I'm happy to have the Clone Wars version in the arsenal here. Which one do you prefer? I'm always curious to hear from you guys as far as what you like. If you have any questions about the figure, make sure to ask down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't already subscribe to the channel, I invite you to do so. We do lots of things on the channel that a professional geek might find interesting, like Star Wars and Star Wars The Black Series, but we do other things as well, like going to Galaxy's Edge. I go to Batu East here in Orlando, Florida. But we also do other things like home automation, gaming, drones, basically anything a professional geek might find interesting. Hopefully you find it of interest to you. I definitely find it of interest to me. So with that, have a great day.